Hello everyone, Aisha Williams here with succeedwithaisha.com, and today's about the 5 essential tips on attracting prospects to you. So let's get going with number 1. Number 1 is make sure your content is valuable to your prospect. Valuable meaning it's either informative to them, it's educational to them, it's solving a problem for them, or it could be answering a question that a lot of your prospects have. Whatever your content is, make sure it's valuable to your prospect. You've got to have them in mind, and you've got to give them valuable information that they're going to take away with them and they're going to be happy with, and know that they can use that information, like I said, to answer the problem that they had, to learn something from it, some sort of information that's going to help them to proceed in their business. Make sure it's valuable to them, and that's what they're looking for. So number 2 is making sure that the headline of your post or your blog or your video or whatever you're making, make sure it's attractive and compelling. Now, what I mean by that is that the headline needs to grab their attention. They need to be able to look at that headline in a split second and say, that's interesting, I want to read about that. It's got to draw them in. You got to compel them to come in, because if it's a plain old boring headline, they're not going to come in. They're not going to read on. They're just going to move right on to the next post. So make sure that it's compelling, it's interesting, it's attractive. They want to read it, they want to delve more into your information. So that is very important. And a lot of times you are spending more time thinking of that compelling headline than you may do of the actual content. Make sure that headline draws them in. That's what's going to bring them over to your content. This then leads on to number 3, which is be very specific with your headline. So, for example, you don't want something as broad as network marketing, because although they may have an idea that you're talking about network marketing, but what within network marketing are you talking about? Are you talking about attraction marketing? Are you talking about prospecting? Are you talking about selling? Are you talking about actual marketing? What are you talking about within network marketing? That's what they want to know. So don't just have something too generic or too broad or too, not detailed enough. It needs to be very specific. For example, in the title of this video, it's the 5 essential tips on attracting prospects to you. So you know exactly what I'm talking about in this video before you even watched it. We're talking about the 5 tips of attracting people to you. So make sure that it's very specific. Another title could be how to attract 5 prospects per day doing XYZ. See, those are very specific, and those are telling the customer what exactly they're going to get from that video or that blog or that post that you've put onto social media. So make sure it's very specific. Number 4 is creating mystery, creating a curiosity within your post. You want to put something in your post that creates some sort of mystery behind it, so that when the viewer reads your post or the headline or the statement that you're making, they're like, I want to find out more about this. This is really interesting. So they will then come to you. Maybe they'll inbox you. Maybe they'll speak to you directly on that post. They'll reach out to you somehow because they want to find out more. You've created a curiosity within them. So make sure you do that so that it draws them in and they come searching for you. And number 5, my favorite of all, is make sure that when you're creating a post, whether it's a blog, whether it's email marketing, whether it's a post on social media, make sure that you use some sort of image. If it's not the image of the video, then some sort of image that's compelling and draws the prospect in. I tell you why. Because when the prospect initially looks at your post, when they initially see it, the headline should be drawing them in anyways. As well as that, if there is a picture, the brain sees the picture first and foremost. It will be attracted to that picture. The brain can comprehend that picture quicker than it reading the text. Your text may be very valuable in what you're telling them, but the brain will attract itself to the picture first. It will look at that first. It will decide whether it likes it or not, and then it will read. So make sure you have some sort of compelling picture or image that's going to draw them in, that's then going to get the viewer to read on and learn more about your post. Make it cute, make it funny, make it pleasing to the eye, make it shocking, however you want to do it, but make sure when somebody sees your image immediately, they're drawn. They're like, oh my God, look at that. And that's what's going to get them to continue reading. Without that, they may or may not read your post. So make sure you have something that draws them in and gets them to continue reading. So I hope you enjoyed my 5 essential tips on attracting prospects to you. Feel free to connect with me. I'll be more than happy to help you with more tips like this. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. But before I leave, make sure you click the link below where I'll be giving you a free training on how to rank your content on page 1 of Google. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.